another podcast, Perritos, that is going down. I don't even know what episode this is. We're on episode 15, episode 16. Who knows, dog? But the point is that you guys are back. I'm back right here, Perritos. So thank you very much. If you're on your way to work or if you're at work right now, dog, échale ganas. Échale ganas. Go for that position. Take over. Become the shift leader. Become the assistant. Whatever you got to do, Perritos. Have a good day at work. Kill it. But don't be the boss's pet or nothing like that. Fool. Just stand your ground, dog. Stand your ground. Not just kidding. Definitely go in and take him some coffee and some donuts, and because maybe you're like me. I wasn't the best worker. I was a worker that was just trying to be cool with everybody and just hopefully they like me enough to not like mark me down as late. So I had a lot of jobs. I talked about having a lot of jobs, man. So trust me, I do. But this weekend was crazy. This weekend was dope, man. Again, I keep taking time off. I think that was my last week. I think this week I'm gonna start working. We started off the Monday by doing a podcast. Going into this week, hopefully everything goes good for Thanksgiving. I figure we do it now because then Wednesday it's kind of like everybody starts taking the time off. Then Thursday, so today and tomorrow are really the only days that our people are gonna be really out there working and la chingada. The rest of the time, you guys are gonna be at home with your families. So I wanted to give you a video that you guys can watch during your Thanksgiving, Perritos. And if you're watching this on Thanksgiving, have an extra tamal for me because I'm not going to be eating as much this time, Eric. I'm not going to be eating this much. What I'm going to try to do, dog, I'm going to just have one good meal and then say thank you to the desserts, to the pan dulce, to the pinche, ice cream cake, and I'm just gonna chill, dog. I'm not gonna go as hard as usually I go hard, super hard, like 4, 5, 6 plates. But this time, I'm gonna just do one, and that's it. Just chill. Maybe a little tequilita, play some card games with the family. I got some family coming over. I got my in-laws coming over. I got my brother-in-law coming over with his family, and so we got some people coming over, and we're gonna just take it easy, though. We're gonna take it easy, though. I don't want to feel like I'm dying, because there's been a couple times during Thanksgiving where I was like, "Is this how it's gonna end? Is this really how it's gonna end, dog? Like I'm just gonna like not wake up because I just ate so much, dog." But I think this time I'm just gonna chill, just sip a little bit, and then that's it. Call it a night. I don't know, Eric. Are you having turkey?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you're having turkey. I'm honestly, I told my girl, I was like, Yahweh, fuck, somebody's bringing a turkey, but I was like, I don't want to make that the main thing to eat. So I hit up my boy Al from Meat and Vino, and I was like, hey, dog, I need some of that ribeye. I need some of El Señor Alfonso's shrimp. His famous family recipe, dog, fire ass shrimp. So shout out to my boy Al. We're gonna be having some Meat and Vino that night. So I don't know. I think we could switch it up. My mom was like, "Hey, voy a hacer 50 tamales," and I was like, "Mom, no, tú vente nomás, no hagas nada, tú nomás vente." I don't want her ahí trabajando también, putting hours. She's been doing it for so long, and I was like, you know what? Don't even worry about it. Just come over to the house. Don't make nothing. I'm gonna take care of it. Me and wife are gonna put it down, and just get that going. So Thanksgiving is on Thursday. If you're watching this during Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving, Perrito. But so remember I told you guys that I was gonna have some people. I said if you guys send me some stuff, I'm gonna be able to show you guys some love and put it on my live or put it on my. On the podcast. Well, here it is. The first person that sent me some stuff was Salsa del Rey. Salsa del Rey, dog. And I'm not gonna lie, dog. I already tried it. We had a burrito earlier, and it's fire. It's really fire. Here's Salsa del Rey Chipotle hot sauce. There's that one. And then here's that one, habanero. The other one's outside. Smoked habanero, fire. The other one's over there outside. I forgot which one it is, but it's fire, bro. Let me tell you. If you guys want your salsa, if you guys want to support somebody making their own salsa, flavor with a kick. That says right there. Flavor with a kick, Perritos. Go ahead and hit him up. La Salsa del Rey at Del Rey Hot Sauce. Del Rey at Del Rey Hot Sauce. You guys can check them out right there, bro. I don't want to put all their stuff up there. I don't want to put their well, they didn't put their address, but there's our P.O. box. Our P.O. box is right there. You can check it out. The homie sent me some stuff too, man. Shout outs to LA Brand. Shout outs to the big LA Brand. They sent this out.
That's tight.
That's tight. Good quality t-shirt. I could already feel it. I think this is going to fit me really well. So they sent me El Toro. Legends never die, dog. It's crazy, man. Because I actually got to kick it with Fernando Valenzuela not too long ago. Maybe a little bit over a year ago, we were at a golf tournament. I don't know what I was doing at the golf tournament, but they invite me to go out there and just hit the ball in different directions. And he was really nice to me. He was really cool. We talked a little bit and crazy, man. But legends never die. Shout outs to him, man. Thank you for this. I appreciate it. And then we got another special gift from the one and only Mario Lopez. Mario Lopez. That's how it is on NBC. I can imagine, huh? Look at that, dude. Look at that. It comes with a thank you and a mission statement. Perritos.
What's the mission statement?
I'll read it right now. I just wanted to show the Mario Lopez memory foam. Dude, these are ill. These are called Aries. These are the black, size 11, memory foam.
Memory foam.
I'm gonna do a video. I'm gonna do a video with these.
They're really memory foam.
Memory foam. It remembers, fool.
Oh shit.
It remembers, dog. So look at that. Those are nice shoes, bro. Like that's Thanksgiving vibes right there. That's for me that's Thanksgiving vibes with some slacks, nothing crazy. Just wow. Definitely, you could rock these on the red carpet.
I like them.
Or you could rock these on the concrete in the city. Whatever you want to do, it depends how you dress it up, But it says right here that once you wear these, you become recognizable. You become the most recognizable face in the world, and that's Mario Lopez. So shout outs to him, man. Thank you to the whole team, man. Thank you to my boy Mike. Can I read the mission statement?
Please do.
All right, Mario Lopez. Mario Lopez is one of the most recognized Latino stars on TV today and is already involved in several successful lifestyle brands. Some of these brands include fitness and pet accessories, vitamin and nutritional supplements, kitchen gadgets, barbecue accessories, boys and infant apparel, men's underwear. I gotta look that up. Sleepwear, and loungewear. Oh, let's lounge, baby. Collection and Mario Lopez fragrance.
Can't forget the
I'm not gonna lie. When he came down to the show and I gave him a little hug, he smelled good. So it's only fitting that the entrepreneur enters the footwear business. So here it is, man. The Mario Lopez ones. Get yours today at what seems to be at a very affordable price. Very affordable price. It's very good. I don't know if this is the real price, but it's right here. It says for just $39.99, you can get you a pair of Mario Lopez. And I think that's actually pretty dope, dog. Because really, I think Mario Lopez can probably sell shoes for $1,000 if he wanted to. Because he is that guy. So the fact that he's doing it for what it seems like $39.99, it says right, that's pretty badass. That means that anyone can be a superstar. All right, let's go, man. So there it is, man. Shout out to Mario Lopez, man. I appreciate that. Let's get into this, bro. This weekend, I got to do a show with Stephen Fury over there in at the Comedy Store on Saturday. I took my girl with me. It was kind of like a date night. We went to Katana. Yeah, dude, Katana. It's a sushi restaurant right next to the Comedy Store. The vibes are immaculate. The vibes are the vibes, okay? Dimly lit. When you walk in, your eyes gotta adjust. Your pupils gotta dilate. They gotta open up the aperture. has to fix itself. So you're kind of like, oh, it's dark in here. And then once you're sitting there, you're like, oh, okay, cool. This is the vibe, right? And like I said I wanted to do something nice for my girl, like, but we were hungry. We were like, man, like we kind of waited, like we didn't eat dinner, because we didn't really go out till like 7:30, 8. So we didn't eat like a pre-dinner with the kids. We just kind of ordered them food and then we just kind of took off. And so we were kind of hungry. We had actually went to a birthday party. Shouts to my boy George for inviting us to his son Joaquin's birthday party. 7 years old. Congratulations, little buddy. And so we had some tacos there. And then, we went home, got ready, whatever. And then we were still kind of hungry, right? So we, again, I was like, Katana, it's right next to the Comedy Store. We could just go eat, walk right over to the Comedy Store. I'll do my set, and then we'll take off. And then, they give us the menu, and I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like, wow, the prices are really affordable, right? Like, I'm looking at the sashimi, it's like $11, $8, and I'm like, yo, this is really cool. Like, all right, it's Katana's. Let's go. We're here. We're gonna eat sushi. Prices seem very affordable. And my girl, she was like, oh, let me get the, little lamb chops. And I think it was like, I don't know, like $36, for the order of lamb chops. So we ordered one of those, boom, 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 and whatever. And then I ordered some it said ceviche, right? That was, a few, nothing crazy, right? Like it was nothing crazy. So then we start getting we ordered a miso soup. Me and my girl shared a miso soup. And then they start bringing out the food, dog. And I had ordered like a salmon sashimi. And that was like $12, right? And I'm thinking like, and she puts the plate down and food, it's one little slice. I'm like, I was like, I was like, damn, like they must have fell on the way over here. I don't know. I was like, is there any more? And I didn't mean to look cheap. I didn't mean to look cheap in front of my girl. I just didn't mean it wasn't like that, right? I didn't mean to look cheap. I was just like, yo, did it come in the 3s or the 4? She was like, oh no, these are like per. So yeah, when it's at 17, it's per slice. And I was like, wait, where the fuck is this fish coming from, dog? I was like, wait a minute. So this is for one? I'm like, yo, bring me 3. At least give me, I didn't know what to say, so I me encharqué más, güey. I ended up spending more money because I was like, nah, babe, I got this. And then my girl ordered the lamb chop, right? So I'm thinking like, she gonna get this fucking steak. Like it was like, it said like mashed potatoes and lamb chop. And I'm thinking like, okay, cool. Well, my girl's gonna save the night, right? Because she ordered the lamb chop with the mashed potatoes. And then here comes the lady again, hitting the corner, and she has a little plate, fool. And fool, I'm not gonna lie to you, dog. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was on the plate this big, fool. It was one little piece. It was one little glop of like mashed potatoes, and it was like burnt with like some seasoning. It looked nice, but it was just like a little bit. And then like one or two little lamb chops the size of my thumb, fool. Fool, me and my girl looked at each other. I'm like, hey, we're going to be fucking hungry no matter what tonight. I was like, this is crazy, dog. And it was like, oh, yeah. And I got the ceviche. I was like, okay, the ceviche, like, okay, it's decently priced. Like, okay, I'll get a little plate of ceviche. And it said it had octopus, octopus, squid, whatever, shrimp, crab. And it had all of that. But it was, again, one piece of each or like something like that. And the good thing is that we were sipping. So we just started laughing about it. Right. And I think, what's funny? I don't know if we've been there before, but we've been to restaurants like that, where it's very small portions. Nonetheless, the food was amazing. Food was amazing. It was still good. even if it was hors d'oeuvre style, I feel like I feel like I paid for hors d'oeuvres instead of like actual meals, you know. But nonetheless, man. So we go to Katana. We have a good time. We're drinking. We're sipping, and then we go over. We have a good time at the show. That went good. Mom and Dad had a good time. And then Sunday, what did I do? Okay, so wait. This on Friday, I'll tell you what I did. On Friday, I took the day off again, but I took my son to go watch the Back to the Future musical in Hollywood. It's only here till November 5th, then it goes to San Diego or something. So if you want to see it, dog, let me tell you, Eric, that shit was dope.
The musical? It's a musical?
It's a musical, but it's basically the whole movie. It's like
the first movie.
50%, yeah, part one, yeah. Back to the Future, the musical. It's 50% music, 50% acting. But the way they change the sets, the way they, the music comes in, the cues with the lighting. Not only all that, but then you're seeing like they did like 3-4D effects, perro. It honestly, it was like it felt like you were on a Disney ride the whole time. You're like, yo, it's captivating. It was entertaining. The ending is crazy. You wouldn't, dude, never. I've never seen nothing like that. And I've been to some plays. I've seen Wicked. I've seen Lion King. The first one that I ever saw was Lion King. That was the first play that I actually ever saw. And it's obviously a musical because it has, it's a Disney movie, it's The Lion King. So they had all the songs, all the bangers, Hakuna Matata, all the bangers. You know what I'm saying? Like, it had all the bangers. And of course, they make it look like it's, obviously like you're in Africa and the colors and the costumes. It's amazing, bro. Like, go watch The Lion King. That shit is dope. I saw Wicked. That was dope with my girl. She was the one that got me into going and watching plays, and this shit is dope. And then I think we saw another one. We saw, man, what's that one about what's the one about that plant? Feed me.
Oh, what is that?
I forget the name of it. So anyways, I went to go watch that. Little Shop of Horrors. We saw that one in Pasadena at the play. I think it's called the Playhouse or something like that. And then so I went to go watch this one with my son because we're big Back to the Future fans. And let me tell you, man, for those, I think the tickets were like $60, $70, and we got really good seats, dude. Like, my girl bought them. It was like $60 or $70, and we were like, I don't know, maybe 20 rows. Like, it was pretty good for the price, dog. It was really good. But they got us in the merch. And you know what, like, it's crazy because I pride myself on at least being somewhat affordable, right? Like, we got t-shirts for $30 hats, whatever. That's, for the most part, kind of standard, right? Like, we don't, you know what I'm saying? I mean, to each his own, but I try to keep it affordable, you know what I'm saying? I know people come out, they have, babysitters, and then they gotta pay for the tickets and they gotta pay for drinks and all that. So, we try to keep it affordable so that if you still want to get something, it's still within reach. But so my son wanted this he saw the vest, the Marty McFly vest. It was a red vest that Marty McFly wears. And I was like, all right, let's go over there, And I'm looking more like, hey, you don't want a pin? You don't want you don't want to look, the pins are $15. Like, you don't want the pen? You don't, how about you don't want the coffee mug? He's like, Dad, I don't drink coffee. And I was like, dude, you can use it for anything, dog. I know, Dad, but it's a mug. And I'm like, dude, that's a pretty badass mug. Anyways, I ended up getting the mug. That shit's dope. And then he was like, oh, I was like, look, you don't want the sports almanac? He was like, I have that. Remember, we got it at Target for like $7. And I was like, oh, yeah, never mind. So we got, because we've been buying little things. And then so he kept looking at the vest. Like, he kept looking up like, he was like, man. And he kept saying it too. He's like, man, that vest is nice. And I was like, oh, look, they have posters. And I was like, dude. And the vest is like, it's in the top shelf. Like, when you walk into the Pantages Theater, right when you walk into the right, they have usually the merch booth for whatever you go see there. That's the merch booth. And then so they have like they have racks, and it looks really cool. Like, and the vest was all the way at the top with a spotlight on it. It sunk him in, dude. It sunk him in, and he just kept looking at it. And I was like, the first thing I asked the lady, I was like, well, what sizes do you have? Because he's a medium. She's like, oh yeah, I have his size. I was like, all right. I was like, hey, do you want to try it on? See if you even like it? Because they didn't have the vest. Like the vest wasn't in this little sheet of prices that they had. They didn't have it, dude. And he was like, he's trying it on. He's like, oh, it's perfect, Dad. It's perfect. I'll wear this every day. And nonetheless, he's been wearing it for the last 4 days. And so I got the mug. I got one pin. Right? One pin. So the mug, the pin, and then we got the vest. The mug, the pin, and we got the vest. And she rung it up. At this point, I'm not seeing the little price thing, right? I'm not seeing the total. And she's like, would you like to get the bag to carry all this around? Dog! And she say, and it's not the part of like, it's the intent to like making sure that everybody hears it. Would you like to get the bag for just $10? And I look at my son. My son's like, "You want to carry it?" Oh, dog. And I look back, and people are looking at me, and I'm like, "Oh man, these people are fucking waiting, right?" I was like, "Yeah, give me the fucking bag. Yeah." I was like, "Yeah, I'll take the bag." And so it's really just like a little tote bag. It's not. It doesn't. Food. That shit was like 5 cents. Once it's like 10 cents or some shit. The point is that it was a cool little bag though. It comes with the logo and it was whatever, right? And now she hits me like, "Is it card or cash?" And I was like, "Oh, card." She was like, "Okay, so go ahead right there." When I look at it, fool, $180. As a parent, fool, I'm like, "Hey, dog, what?" Fool, my dad would have been like, "Wait, yo te voy a hacer. I'm gonna make you the pinche vest when we get home right now. Let's go get off." My dad would have made me that vest that weekend, dog. I was like, dude, 100. I was like, dog. I was like, fool, this is Christmas. I told him straight up. I was like, hey, this is Christmas, dog. He was like, oh, what? I was like, fool, this. He's like, all right, fine. But dude, my mug was like $50. The vest was $100, and then I think the pin was like 20 or 25. And but you know what, dude? I had a great time with my son, bro. You know, it's good to spend alone time, quality time. When you got, I at least to me, I read a book, and it says that you should spend quality time with at least each one of your kids, even if it's just going and getting a little ice cream or something. But giving them individual time. So I try to do that as much as possible, dog. It's kind of hard because we work a lot, todos trabajamos y todo el pedo. But like I said, even if it's just going up the street to get some fries and ranch and shit, you know, do whatever it takes, I guess. But anyways, so we did that. That was fun, man. You got to go watch it. Back to the Future. That was badass play. The ending's gonna make you say, how do they do that? How do they, like, I'm sitting right here, I didn't see nothing, no white. Like, how did they do that? You'll be amazed. Go watch it. I was in awe at the end. And I come from filmmaking, and I'm always the guy that's like, I know how he did the trick. I know how they did that. And my son was like, Dad, how do you think they did it? And I was like, I don't know, dude. Because usually, like, he'll ask me, Dad, how do you think they did? Like, oh, well, that's a screen projection. I always tell him, I try to at least, you know, break it down for him. And the ending of Back to the Future, he was like, how do you think they did that? And I was like, I don't know. I was like, that was some David Blaine shit. That was some David Blaine shit. I was like, I've never seen nothing like that. That was dope. So anyways, and then on Sunday, bro, was cleaning. I tried to clean as much as I could this past Sunday. My garage, with stuff that I have there with wardrobe and like other stuff. And you know, we just moved in there. We just moved in there a year ago, but we still have boxes that we haven't even cleared out, right? And so I put up some shelving, dog. I got Dennis. I felt like I channeled my inner Dennis, my handyman. I can do. Oh, there he is! Look, that's crazy. As we're talking about him, he walks in. So, hey, Dennis, I put up the racks to hang the clothes in the garage. No, dude, no, you don't understand. I feel accomplished. No, and this is so okay. I don't like to build shit. I don't like to build shit because there's always there's always parts left over. Whenever I build something, dog, there's always 10 screws, 4 nuts, all kinds of shit. Shit is just left over. There's usually about 4 or 5 outbursts of anger, regret. You know, there's usually always about 3 or 4 of those. Hijo de su puta madre. How do they expect you to build this and shit, you know? Retracing steps. But it will, okay, so I take all the parts out. I'm in it to win it. I moved a bunch of stuff. And I say this to say this. I'm talking about this because I want to talk about how I was listening to the Kendrick album in the background. And I'll get to that in a second. So the music is dope. I'm starting to clear things. I'm starting to put I'm taking out. It says, do you have a measuring tape? I was like, as a matter of fact, I do. My father-in-law just brought a brand new tool set, and it came with like everything, a leveler, fucking anything you need in a fucking tool set, it's in there. And I was like, as a matter of fact, so I'm over there measuring shit, getting everything down. Boom, how's it gonna look? It has to be from here to here, 4 feet. It's an adjustable from 4 to 5 feet. I was like, you know what? I'll just do 4 feet. I don't need the 5. So I set all the parts, and I have my tools. I have all the parts that I need to assemble. Then I have all the nuts and bolts that I need, right? Because they send you with a ton of shit. And then what seemed to me as a manual, it said, assembly manual here. And then so I opened it, and there was only 4 pages, and I counted. It was from the first page to the last page, 4 pages. And it said assembly for 4 feet, assembly for 5 feet, or assembly for 6 feet, y la chingada, and pick one. And then that's how it goes. And then I switched the page, and I went to French and Spanish. And I was like, hey, what the fuck? There's missing pages here. There's missing pages, dog. I'm not a builder, dog, but look, I'm not an architect, guys, but I think you have some missing pages. Like, how do I start assembling this shit? And apparently this shit is so bulletproof, it's dummy proof, that they don't even give you instructions because it's so easy. I didn't know that. So I'm sitting there for 30 minutes looking at this shit, dog. I'm sitting there. Dennis, I'm sitting there looking at this shit, dog.
You didn't once think about calling me?
Well, no, because I figured, like, dude, I can get this shit done, Dennis. Like, look, I'm not a handyman like that, fool. Like, chances are, fool, like, if I ever needed a job, construction wouldn't be my first thought.
That's good, though. I'm proud of you.
Or, like, yeah, fool. Like, I'm not going to try to build your house, fool, like, when I can't even put up a rack, fool, you know? I'm just not handy. Like, I could do it. But like I said, I'm going to miss a couple screws here and there. The shit's going, like, if I got to build something, it's gonna stand the test of time, but it's going to be my way. I'm going to rig it, right?
We'll give it a month and see if it's still up.
No, it's stacked right now, fool. It's stacked. Anyway, so I put it up, and during this whole, anyways, I ended up figuring this shit out. I was like, oh, okay, here, okay, screws there, ya la chingada. I put it up, and it ended up looking all right. My wife was very proud. She was like, when did Dennis leave? And I was like, when's Dennis? I was like, he wasn't fucking here. I did this shit. She's like, stop. But did Dennis come over? I was like, no, he wasn't here. I did this shit myself. And anyway, so I get that done. But the whole time I'm listening to the Kendrick album. I'm listening to this Kendrick album. And I'm just gonna pull it up real quick. I was listening to the two new Snoop songs that he dropped for his new album. They've been dropping singles here and there. So this GNX album. Hey dog, look. I feel like I can have a little bit of an opinion because I've been in the music industry, right? I rap for a little bit, so I feel that I can maybe give a little bit of my opinion on this album and how I feel about it. He's rapping, bro. Kendrick is rapping. Kendrick. I feel like Kendrick is because look, dog. When you try, I think when you try to set something out, try to oh, I'm gonna go make a single. I'm gonna go make a radio record. I'm gonna go make something that it's gonna just I feel sometimes like that's not the way to approach music, right? Like I feel that this dude is so focused on just rapping and being so dope that it just becomes a bop, bro. It just becomes a record. Because you can't go wrong with a DJ Mustard beat, right? So once you have Mustard behind it, or you have, like whoever the producer, I haven't really looked into who exactly produced some of these records, but it's clear that Mustard produced some of these records, right? Just from the ones that I'm a fan of. TV Off featuring Lefty Gunplay. Shout out to Lefty Gunplay. Congratulations to you, brother, on getting on this album. Shout outs to Peso. He's on the album. Shout outs to dude, and I forgot her name and I looked her up and I feel stupid, but she was the one singing the mariachi, the mariachi sequences in there, the interpolations, I think they're called or something. So that's really dope, dog. So the culture is heavy on this album. The LA culture and the Chicano culture, the Mexican American, whatever you want to call it, just the Latin Chicano culture is prevalent in this album. Squabble Up, dog, like that's a record. That's a record. TV Off is a record. Everybody's saying, Monster! Like, that is, dog. The album is dope. I like this shit, dog. I like the fact that Kendrick decided to open up his throne and let people sit on it. That's really dope. Obviously, he had, some notable names in there, like on this whole album, like with some features. He has SZA on it. He has, who else? Roddy Ricch, right? But as far as like names that I'm familiar with that are coming up, these dudes are hungry. Yeah, it's definitely, Lefty Gunplay, Peso, like that's really dope, dog. Like that's really dope that they were able to get on this joint and put on 7, dog. I mean, dude, to me, this is what it's about. This is what it's about. This is about really saying, fuck it, man, let's get this paper together. It's, I'm glad it was Kendrick. Because clearly, bro, like that's, he loves the culture. He understands, I think, the value of having a Lefty Gunplay. These dudes are, what I'm saying? Like they're hungry dudes, and they're getting out there, and that's dope, man. So congratulations to them. Congratulations to Kendrick. That's really fucking dope. The album is dope, dog. I've been banging that shit for like 40, 72 hours now, dog, and that is dope, man. Like, I'm just glad I could listen to another Kendrick record without it being Not Like Us, because even though that's a hot record, I was already like this, Yahweh, So anyways, guys, that's the podcast for today, man. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Like I said, the code word to this episode, is going to be Lefty Gunplay. Lefty Gunplay is the code word for this episode. Hit me up if you want to get get that discount code. We're gonna put the discount code starting on Friday on the website. We'll do a little 10-15% for some for some Black Friday stuff, and then we'll see you guys there, man. Promo code Lefty Gunplay for the merch, man. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Let's go. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.